Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to a very interesting video in which we're gonna discuss a certain combination between a certain special effect on a piece of gear together with a certain chip on the heavy trooper and together of course with a certain hero. But before we do that, do allow me first to react to a message from Mr. Zach. And the reason I have to do this in the video because you can see it right here. The problem is he wrote this message. I would love to answer to it, but fact is I deleted that video in order to re-upload it due to some copyright issues, and then I went back to answer my DMs and I am incapable actually to answer this DM you can see right here because that video no longer exists. So yes, Mr. Zach, thank you very much for your feedback. And it's about me calling the person which played with me from 770 the little one. So yeah, dear beautiful people, first of all, you know I have a severe issue with pronouncing names, and I had actually a severe issue trying to figure out the way how to pronounce his name correctly. And on top of this, whenever I'm using this term, the little one, it's always 99% of the time always coming in a very warm and with a lot of love around it. So the reason was, of course, when I started that group, we were almost full, missing just one player, but fact is, when the battle started, he was the only one there with me playing that event, and as soon as I saw him parking besides me, I found that to be super cute and super helpful, and I said to myself, you know, that's enough of jumping around and hitting other players. Let's stick together right here and try to protect him because he is slightly weaker than me. So from that perspective, yeah, 100% is not meant to insult anybody, and if you did feel insulted by me using this term, I deeply apologize. Good, let's go back of course to today's video in which we have to discuss this certain combination, and I think it's a very interesting example for these videos. And for that, of course, let's go into the exercise right here and pick Mr. Blade, because he is absolutely fantastic player. He is way stronger than me, and yet you see him using this setup right here, which is Mr. Maximo, Mr. Shinji, and Hazel. And granted, from this perspective, Hazel is almost 1 year old right now. Mr. Shinji was launched last year in November, so older than 1 year. And of course we have the dinosaur of TOPWAR, which is still a fantastic hero, of course, together with a heavy trooper, which is Mr. Maximo, which is, how old is he now? 3 years or 4 years? Anyways, here is the topic I want to show you right here. So you see him actually having this out of surge right here, which does the following thing. Just in the first round, and only for the hero which actually has this special effect equipped. And of course, on top of this, after the hero triggered his skill, this special effect right here will gonna allow him to hit one more time with a 50% less powerful hit. So let's briefly have a look, of course, at the second item, which is super important right here, which is actually this blade chip set for the heavy trooper. And yes, the heavy trooper does 35% more damage to the target which has been ignited. So yes, he has a plan here doing this, and let's briefly have a look at his stats. Of course, you see here my tanks right there. I'm not buff, but still doesn't change the fact Blade is a fantastic player and always was stronger than me. And here are of course his Air Force stats, which is a whopping 475 damage increase. That's super crazy. Now let me put now on the right side of the screen Mr. Maximo's original hit, so you see that in a loop in order to see the values. And of course on the left side on the screen you're gonna see now this auto surge special effect from the gear, which allows Maximo to hit one more time, and you see those values. And I think it's super interesting, to be honest. And of course you're gonna say right now, but Timmy, how on earth can I get this special effect? I don't have it. So the answer is absolutely simple and absolutely very relaxing. If you have luck, you may potentially get that. But if you don't get that, then welcome to the club. And you know what? I'm in this club also. You don't hear in my voice me being stressed about it, and you should definitely not be stressed about it also. Anyways, beautiful people, I hope this was a very interesting video as always to see this combination and actually see Mr. Blade using this older setup, which is, by the way, still the Air Force meta, and granted on top, of course, if Mr. Blade's Red Heavy Trooper will be in healing cooldown, of course the result will be a different one, or in other words, Maximo will perform way weaker as he has to wait for the 4th slot to get his turn. Okay, beautiful people, so I hope this was super interesting for you. Don't forget to support the fantastic channel, because the channel is fantastic. Even though I have to pack my bags right now because I'm flying tomorrow, I still have to squeeze in one more video today for you guys because this is super important. A Merry Christmas to you and your loved ones, and I will see you in the next episode. Ciao, thank you for watching, guys.